Alright, we're setting something up here. We got a 40-gallon Tough Stuff. What do they call these things? It's basically like a feed or like a stock trough. I'm not really. It's a stock tank, something like that. But put a little gravel in there. We got a hose filling it up right now, and one air bubbler in. I just got a little two hose air bubbler there. And what we're doing is making a minnow tank, and the whole thing cost about, I want to say maybe $100 with the stones and the bubbler and everything else. This bin I believe was most of the, it's probably about $55 just for the bin. All the other stuff is pretty cheap. So hooking up the second air stone. I don't have a light directly over this, over the tank here, but it'll work just fine the way it is. Just kind of covering up these air stones because they float up on you a little bit until they soak up some water. So get that one plugged in. There we go, now we got two bubblers going. Tank's filling up. Fill it up to a little more than halfway, ought to do it. I'm only putting in about 4 dozen minnows to start. We got the old gas station hockey puck right here. Couldn't find any minnows anywhere else, so got my net hanging here in case we get some dead ones. And bloodworms. That's what these fatheads like to eat. Don't want to overfeed them, but give them a little bit each day. And I'll change the water maybe once every 2 weeks or so. Make sure to scoop out any dead fish. Really, ultimate goal is just the minnow supply around me is just so hit or miss. You really don't know if you're gonna have them the day you want to go fishing, so I just stop periodically throughout the week and see what I can grab, and I'll throw them in this tank. And then when I'm not fishing as much, I might just buy a little heater and try and breed a couple of them. We'll see how that goes. So stay tuned.